Hi, this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com. I'm with you in this video to talk about how to know if you can make it. How can you know that you are in a band that can succeed? And I've got a perfect formula for you. And I was reminded of this great Jimmy Iovine quote that Wax gave me. Wax is a great rapper. I'm going to put a link to one of his videos right up here and look for him in one of our very recent panels. Amazing guy. He reminded me of this great quote Jimmy Iovine has, and I'm going to have to paraphrase it, but it's something along the lines of, there are no artists who fail. There are only artists who quit. And I want to talk about that, and I also want to talk about a concept that comes from the tech startup world. I'm going to combine the two of them and tell you exactly how, when you put these two together, it tells you whether you can succeed in the music business with the band that you are in now. So before I get started, please like the video, comment down below as we go, ask some questions, tell me what I should make future videos on, whatever it is. Hit subscribe so you get every single video, and the alert button, which is that little bell, to let you know when a new video gets released. All right, so let's retract. All right, so real quick, the Jimmy Iovine quote that I'm paraphrasing is something along the lines of, there are no bands who fail. There are only bands who quit. Why is this mostly true? I imagine that you listen to that and you think, you know, I saw the Anvil documentary. These guys didn't quit, but you know what? Eventually they kind of succeeded, right? So they never quit. There might be that band in your hometown that has never stopped. You've never seen them gone away. They've always there doing gigs and all that sort of thing. But have they quit as artists? Have they quit marketing? Have they quit getting better at what they do? Have they quit on their passion? Maybe. If you don't quit on all that stuff, success is ahead. Just don't quit and you will not fail. Now, the reason that this makes sense is that you're only getting better as an artist over time. As long as you retain your passion for songwriting, for performance, for just the craft of your instrument, as long as you retain that passion and you keep on at it, you will get better at it. It's like the 10,000 hour rule, which I don't really believe in, but in this case, it's kind of true, right? You're also getting better at marketing. If you're watching a video like this one, you're getting new advice on how to do things better, how to get more people interested in your music, how to retain your fans, how to grow your fans. That's exactly what this channel is set up to do. So if you're watching these videos, you are on the path of getting better at that stuff. And you're getting better at serving your audience. I hope that over time you are getting better at realizing what are the things that make your fans smile when you play. What are the things that you sing about that they sing along with? What are the things you do on stage that seem to get everybody to cheer? What are the things that you put on your recordings that, boom, all of a sudden your Spotify streams are starting to go up? What is it about that song that is different from your other songs that gets worked? You're getting better and better at that, at serving your audience over time. All right, so that is why that Jimmy Iovine quote is so solid, right? That there are no artists who fail, only artists who quit. And that's because over time, you are getting better at everything you need to succeed. So if you have not succeeded at the level that you have in your head, where you think, when I get to that point, I will have made it, keep fighting for it, keep getting better, you will get there. Now, let me segue next to the second part of this, which is this concept from the tech startup world. Now, with all the Googles and Facebooks and all of these other huge companies that exist, you probably think, well, what kind of money actually matters to the tech startup world? And I'm here to tell you it's one thing. $1, or in your country, a euro, or whatever your currency is. One. This is what matters when you start up, right? This dollar, when you are able to get somebody to see the value in your product and what you're doing and your brand and what you're in your music, right? When somebody sees the value in that and they're able to prove it by giving you $1, just that dollar, when that happens, you know that you have something that has value for the whole entire world. Let me tell you why. It's because convincing one person to give you $1, right? Now, you tell me, if you've reached out to 100 people in your local scene, 1,000 people in your local scene, and now you got one of them to give you $1, maybe they gave you 5, they paid to see your show, maybe they gave you 10 because they had the MP3s, or they had to buy the CD, or 15 because they needed a t-shirt. Anything that they gave you, right? That's one person out of the 1,000 that you've reached out to. Until you've gotten someone to give you that $1, you have proven nothing, right? At that point, if you've been working your butt off and you cannot get anybody, all the people that you've introduced to your music, all the people that you've talked to, you can't get one of them to give you $1 for it, well then you probably are in a band that sucks so bad that you're just not going to succeed. But keep working at it and you're going to get to that point. And when you do, you have now proven that you are in a band that can succeed. Now it's just a matter of numbers, right? So if let's say 1,000 people have been introduced to your music, you get 1 out of 1,000 to give you $1. Now let's say that that's actually $10. So now you got $10 out of 1,000 people. Now you reach out to 10,000 people, you've got $100. You reach out to 100,000 people, you've got $1,000. You reach out to 1,000,000 people, you've got $10,000, and the math keeps on going, right? So keep at it. The more that you can get your music out to more people, you will find those people within those numbers who are willing to give you the money that will help you to succeed. That's a concept that comes from the tech world for a startup. As soon as they're able to sell an app, they're able to sell some sort of a website or whatever it is, their service. As soon as that happens and they get that first $1 through the door, they know they're onto something. Now it's just a matter of refining the product, making it better and better, while at the same time introducing that product to more and more people. Now, this is the same with you. You get better and better and better at making your music, better at serving your fans, better at marketing your music till you get to more people, and you get those things happening at the same time. And I promise you, success is in the future. Do not quit. And one more, there's a really great quote out there, and I'm blanking on who it comes from, but I was introduced to it by a gentleman by the name of Miles Beckler. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel right up there. If you're interested in marketing and marketing your music, he doesn't talk about marketing music, but I'm telling you, he talks about how to market what you're doing really effectively. It can be effective for you. He introduced me to the quote, "We overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can do in 5. Let me repeat that. We overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can do in 5. Do not quit. Do not quit, and you will not fail. This is how you get success in the music business. Work at it every single day, and you will find your audience at the same time that you are getting better at what you're doing. All right, so this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com. Be sure to visit our website for tons and tons of blog articles. We got some free downloads and tons more content. Visit me there, and I will see you in the next video.